what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another PUBG video. I think this is the most requested video on this channel, the positioning guide. It's a hard subject to explain as it's very situational, so I'm going to do my best explaining the concepts based on my own humble experience playing PUBG. It doesn't mean that this is the only way of playing the game. I picked up a few scenarios from my full squad's gameplay to break down and explain my ideas. But if you stick long enough in this video, the last scenario is from solo versus squads. Anyway, I hope you guys find this video helpful, and if you do, please leave a like to help this channel grow, and enjoy the video. Alright, so this is from a recent game. Let me pause it here for a second, and then try to explain over the map first, and then we can go to the actual team fight. So we're gonna go over the positioning and the team fight that follows the positioning. So in this scenario, this is starting phase 3, phase 4. So I'm not gonna tell you how to play the game in phase 1 and 2 because you can drop whatever you want. You want to drop safe, you want to drop and fight. It's up to you. If you drop and fight, you survive the first fight. It's gonna take you like at least phase 1, part of phase 2 to finish your fight and loot. So really, the positioning game starts phase 3 onwards, unless you're super try hard and you want to think everything ahead of time. But it's up to you. Anyway, for me, I'm just gonna try to explain phase 3 onwards. So we're here. Wait, we're here. Yeah, and we're gonna try to play edge of the circle. A lot of people would prefer to play compounds or whatever. I don't like the compound game. If you want to play the middle of the circle, then you can try to aim for this, but you're gonna get shot at by pretty much everybody. It really depends on the map and what's available in the save zone. Generally speaking, I prefer edge of the circle. So by edge of the circle, I mean this area around like here, right? So what I look for in my next rotation is try to locate high ground on the edge of the circle. I have this high ground over here. I have this is not safe. This is outside. I have some high ground over here on blue ping, and I have this very nice high ground over here. Now this side, maybe I have this high ground, but a lot of people would just in this position just ping this compound, drive there, and try to crash it. It's a 50-50 chance, honestly. And if you win, if there's people there, and it's a 50-50 chance to win this crash, but then you have people from here, because we know that there's people here. We know people here, they're gonna try to third party that fight. So even if you win it, you're probably not gonna win with your full squad or full team still alive. So I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Now, if we rotate to this area right here, we're gonna be fully exposed because we're gonna be forced to be here, right, to take cover from the people on the compound. And if they have snipers and DMRs, they're gonna harass you. So I don't think that's the best rotation. A good rotation would be blue ping. Perfect rotation, if you're able to make it, would be here, this area. But it's a very long drive, and I'm sure a lot of people would have the same idea to be here. But also one problem about being here is, what if you're here and there's a team here, then you don't have any cover from them. So you're gonna have to fight them for the high ground. You don't want to be in the swamp, although there's some little cover here and there in the swamp, but there's water, and walking in water is gonna make you very slow. So the basics are find a high ground with some cover and try to contest it. That's the basics on the edge of the circle. You don't have to make this the shortest way to the safe zone. You need to find the high ground on the edge of the circle and try to contest it. High ground means more cover, generally speaking. So you're gonna have the high ground over other people. You can engage with them while still be able to take cover. And if you're in a full squad, high grounds are easier to defend, right? So this is the plan. Whether it's gonna work, that's a different thing. So let's go. So we're gonna try to drive there. I'm gonna try to speed this up. We're trying to drive. We have 2 cars. It's very essential, like not essential, but it's very important that you have multiple cars. It makes your life easier. Now, while on the way there, we have a team waiting for us. They immediately need a shot. And I'm driving, so I need to drive away from them because if I get knocked, well, it's over for me, but it's also very hard for my friend to recover. I stop because I don't want to drive into the safe zone with half HP because I'm sure there are going to be people waiting for us too. The other car made it, but there's a team there. and it's not looking good for him. So you have one option. You could leave your friend, or you could just go help him. We don't leave. We don't leave our friends behind, right? So we're gonna go help him. Now, let me pause it here. How do you go and help? You don't just go and kill yourself because that's just not the way, right? Let's say I have a car, my teammate has another car. We're two cars. You just don't drive there because you have to expect that the enemy team are going to grenade your friend. You just don't go and just kill yourself like that. So you're going to be trying to think ahead. You look at the look at the cover. We know that he's safe. He told us. We know that there's a team somewhere here. They're not pushing him yet because he did some damage, so they're healing. At least one of them is. So the best plan is to try to find the cover, uh, either this rock or maybe this little ridge over here, and one of us will go for the res, and the other one will try to hold the enemy. And this is exactly like very important. I see a lot of people driving straight to that and then stack all behind the rock and then get grenaded and die immediately. What's the point? You gotta ask yourself. So let's go ahead. We choose to go to this this cover over here, right? What I do immediately, jump out. I don't go for the res. I just try to hold. The worst thing I can do here is get knocked. You do not want to get knocked here. If you get knocked, you're dead. Your whole team is dead. So you're gonna, if you can get a knock, that's great. If they make a mistake, see, they make a mistake. Now you're in a almost 1v1, but you have an advantage. You get a knock. That's a. If you can get the flush, that's great. But just don't get knocked. My other teammate is getting the res in the meantime, right? We didn't even need a smoke. So that's very important. Now, look at the minimap. They're trying to retreat, right, to the safe zone here, and then they can gatekeep us. That's a good move on their part, but it's the execution. They're just running out in the open. So I'm able to, if my shots are good here, I can knock one of them. Probably a little risky on my part because I only see two. I don't know where the fourth is. If the fourth has a sniper and I'm peeking like that, I could get knocked. But my teammate is already up, right? The risk of them pushing us is already over. They're retreating. So if I get knocked here, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Let's move on. So I tried to get some shots, whatever. I don't get a knock, so I have to push now. They're waiting for us. They have two M249s. Let me pause here. There's an M249 here that I don't know where he is. And then there's an M249 here behind the rock, this guy. I try to break the line of sight. It's very important to break the line of sight until my teammates are able to also push with me. Now, after I told my teammates where they are, look at number one. He's taking a different angle. So this guy over here is going to be busy with my teammate. If he doesn't get busy with my teammate can knock him. Different angle. Again, that's very important. You don't stack. You try to take different angles. Once my teammate gets this guy's attention, I'm not pointing. So this guy's attention, my teammate is here, this one, rotating left side, right? To take this guy's attention, either my teammate knocks him or I knock him, and then we can engage with this guy. We're already my other teammate in orange is already with me. So let's move ahead. Throw some smokes, and he's already busy. Look at him. He's busy with my teammate that went left. I was able to knock him. This guy's out in the open. That's a mistake. So there's only one more, right? We have to push. At this point, we just have to push. There's only one guy. There you go. He knocks my teammate. He exposes himself. I'm able to knock him. His mistake is that he shot not from behind cover. We're in a worse position here because we're here. We have to make a run to the safe zone. So again, if you want to play edge, I think we have to play edge. We don't have a car, so we have to just make it to the safe zone. What are our options? This is a good high ground, but you have to think what happens after this zone closes or the next phase is here. This is gonna push you out. This is all open space, so you're gonna have to make the run in the open here, and the people who are left here in the swamp will just massacre you. That's not a good position. The only option is for us to either move here and then take some cover using the swamps, or contest this area because there's a team there. This is the best area to move into at given our position here. So we're just kind of have to go there, and you don't just run. It's a run out in the open, but let's see how to do it. Um, so on the way there, we noticed that there's a team looting the crates here, and then there's a team up there, here. So good on the good side is that they're fighting. On the bad side is that if they spot us, well, we're dead, so we shouldn't take a shot. But my teammate takes a shot anyway. It's better if you want to take a shot to get the knock, which he did. I don't know if he knocked one here or one here, but I see the guy knocked here, which allows me to push by myself and break the line of sight while pushing. They don't see me, but I see them. It's a third-person camera. So now they're busy with the res. What I do here, well, let me pause it. Look at the mini-map. Where's the mini-map? They're here. My teammates are still there. What I decide to do, you need to have one guy or two guys on your team who are the people who would push, the people who would take the risk, and who are very comfortable in 1v1 situations. Why is that? Because the plan is for me to separate myself from my teammate, take a different angle, try to flank this team over here while they're busy with the res, um, get them to take their eyes off my teammates so that my teammates can push out in the open because they have a run. They have a run to make. And then if I'm able to kill this squad by myself here, then that's great. We can focus this team that's looting look at the minimap, that team that's looting the crates here. My teammates can shoot them from here. I can shoot them from the back, and we win the fight. So it's very important that the guy over here, or the two people over here, if you're a full squad, two split, this two over here can basically sneak up on the team here, kill them. If you sneak up on a team, then you have an advantage. You have the element of surprise, so you can open the fight with two knocks. Now the problem is if they spot me while I'm here, I'm dead. But that's the risk you have to take, right? It's hard to win in this scenario. Either the zone kills us, or you do something about it. And this is what I'm doing. My teammates helped me with the knock, with the snipe. They covered for me, and now I'm sneaking up on them. So let me go ahead, move it forward. I was able to make it here. I'm sneaking up on them, keeping my eye on my teammates, right? I'm able to spot. He doesn't know. I'm able to get a surprise knock. His teammate now knows, so I just have to try to play a little bit of solo squad. If I had my A teammate here, it would have been great. You also need your teammates that are down there, here on the minimap, to win, to not die. So I'm able to eliminate this team on top, right? My teammates are still alive here, which is very important. I'm now shooting this guy in the back. My teammates are shooting them from the front. We surround them, and we win the fight. Let me move forward. We're looting here. Now, it's the same game again. The zone is gonna push us. We got the high ground, but we were very unlucky with the save zone. We have to push again. So again, positioning here. I'm trying to assess the situation before rushing into the save zone. So let me move it forward a little bit. Yeah, let me pause it here. Let's look at the minimap. We have to make a run. There's a team here. They already spot us. They already know we're here. So again, you need a guy or two on the team, two or one to stay back, however you like your team composition is. But you need one or two to stay at the back to play as anchors to cover for your one or two people who are going to push. In this scenario, I'm going to push and I'm going to ask my teammates to stay behind as anchors and then cover for my push. So because essentially we need to be able to reach this little ridge over here, because that's our cover. Otherwise, this is the only place we can go. If you go left, they're going to spot us and shoot us. If you go right, they're going to spot us and shoot us. So we have to go to play this. This is the only, again, cover. There's no high ground here. It's all same level, safe area, right? So you need to look for cover. This is the only place. If you get there, that would be great. But it's too risky because we don't know what the situation is here from this angle. There's 9 people alive, 3 plus this team of 4 here. That's 7, and then there's 2 other people. They probably are here. Okay, so this is where we need to be playing for. Now, let's move it. You're going to see that's a mistake. And then I throw a couple smokes. They're not perfect. I think my second smoke was bad, but it is what it is. So I'm telling my teammates, communication is key here. Tell my teammates, I'm going. Get your snipers, get your ARs, whatever. Get ready to cover me. See, I'm getting shot at. I'm trying to juke the shots. I'm trying to juke as much as I can. And then the team up here spotted me and then it almost knocked me. Okay? My teammates were able to cover me from the team in front of me, but then the team on the left, the two guys on the left were like almost knocked me. So, but I actually made it. That's very important. So what I do, I heal and I run to the cover. That's even if I get knocked, I need to get. I was able to get the guy far. I didn't pay attention to the guy in front of me. I'm able to knock both anyway, but then there's a third one. I know I'm dead here, so I'm just calling my teammates. Help! Look how quickly they were able to knock him. Why? Because they were able to push forward before moving to the next scenario. So they were able to push forward. They're able to knock him, and that's how you. I think we ended up winning the game. But let's move to the next scenario. This is phase 4. So we're driving into phase 4. We're trying to look for some high ground. We can't find a high ground that's on the edge of the circle. We try to find some cover. We can't. We see a fight, and it's like, okay, let's actually third party that fight, right? I make a mistake. I'm driving here. This is a bad mistake. I stop behind a rock. Yeah, let me pause it here. So I play the anchor role. I'm taking the rock. And the only way for us to get out of the situation is smokes and get to cover. Now, we're going to play a little aggressive here. And we want to get to this because we know they're fighting. If they were not fighting, now we're probably dead, to be honest, because I made a very big mistake by stopping the car here behind the rock. So I'm going to I'm telling my teammates, get ready. Don't get knocked. Don't get knocked. Let me knock a couple of them. Once I knock a couple of them, smoke and run. And we have a bike actually. So smoke and run. Just don't get knocked, please. That's the most important thing in this scenario. Try not to get knocked. Let your anchor or let your good shooters on your team get a knock or two and then push. So this is exactly what happens. I get a knock, and this is the second knock, and this is when I'm telling my teammates go. Like, go. Do not look at number 1. He's already there. Look at I think it was which one? Yeah, look at number 2. He's already on the bike and he's already made it there. We grabbed the high ground off of this. It's not done. I'm smoking for number 3, right? I'm smoking for him. You need to smoke for your teammates as well. I know they're gonna peek from this, but I'm here to play the anchor game. I'm covering for my teammates. We grab the high ground. And then now this team is in shambles. By the way, this is a very good team. They're a very good team. Like we're not fighting groups here, but that shows you that positioning is key, and it wins you games. Well, good shots too, but the enemy team had good shots as well. So. Okay, let's move forward to the last scenario. We're talking here about solo versus squads. So let me pause it. I'm trying to move into phase 3, and there was a team waiting for me in castle. I always try to avoid castle. I don't like castle. So I was by myself. There's a team here. They immediately headshot me. They immediately headshot me. Oh, when I say here, my mouse is there. So I don't like castle. I don't want to be here. I'm trying to grab the high ground here. They immediately headshot me. So, and they landed a couple shots. I know that I'm gonna get knocked with one SMG bullet from afar, so I decide to stop and heal. I don't want to get knocked outside the car. Now, they're playing it very well. They're gatekeeping me, and they make sure to get rid of the car. And the zone is moving. I'm in a very, very bad situation, but I know that it's only phase 3. I can out-heal it, and I can play the waiting game. It's a solo squad. You have to play very patient. Eventually, either they get third-partied, or you find a way, or you just die and play another game, right? So I don't have anything to lose. So I'm just going to make it as painful as possible for them. And this is exactly what I do. In 38 people alive, in most scenarios, they're going to get third-partied. It's still early in the game. Now it's phase 4. It's starting to deal some damage, but phase 4 hasn't closed yet, so I can still out-heal it. I'm not. Let me pause it here. I'm not far from the safe zone. So what I do, I try to uh, run diagonally, and they're gonna run with me. So I'm running left. They're gonna run left with me. Okay. Look at the mini map. I'm trying to show on the mini map. And then eventually, I want to try to be here with some cover, and then that will hopefully allow me to do something. It's not easy. It's a very tough situation to be in. I'm gonna make sure that I'm always healed, and try to confuse them a little bit. Try to make it painful for them, and costly. Like you either throw your game to kill me, or I kill you, basically, or you just leave me alone. So that's the logic behind what I'm trying to do. Make it only because I know it's phase 4 and phase 4 hasn't closed yet, so I can wait. It's a patience game. Um, so they're still trying. They're still running diagonally with me. So here's where let me move it forward a little bit. I'm still buying time until I'm able to move because they were distracted a little bit. I'm able to move. Now I look for this high ground over here. If I can make it there, that would be great, but I know they're also moving diagonally with me. I'm not in a good position, not gonna lie. I am not in a good position, but I'm just making it as hard as possible for them. Now, let me pause it here. Why am I running diagonally? Because I want them to also run out in the open. Once they run out in the open, if I have cover, I'm just waiting for the perfect opportunity. I run, I run from right to left. They're running from right to left. If I'm able in one instance where I run and manage to get cover while still one of them is outside the cover, or not behind cover, I can do this and try to kill him. Once I get one knock, it's gonna change everything because either they let their teammate die, or they're gonna try to go for the res. And once they try to go for the res, I can knock the guy who's resing, and it's gonna be like I don't know, domino effect. So I'm not able to knock him. His teammate is trying to cover for him. He's gonna heal, but his teammate makes a huge mistake here. They're already he's just standing out in the open. They're already out of patience, right? I'm more patient than them. It's a patience game. I knock first. They're starting to get a little bit anxious, a little bit annoyed, whatever. I'm pulling off crazy sprays. I wanted to knock the guy, but I ended up flushing the guy. So I'm just gonna heal. Oh, he's trying to retreat. That is crucial. This knock was terrible for them, not for me. And that's exactly what I wanted, because I'm behind cover. Sure, I'm out healing the blue, but they're running out in the open because they just ran out of patience. And this guy tries to do the same thing. So it's a mistake on their part, but you gotta know the zones. You gotta know the damage. You gotta know the position. You gotta know the cover. You gotta know the situation you're in and how to maximize or make it work for yourself. So here I just run towards the high ground. I don't run straight towards them. I know like a lot of people would run straight towards them and try to get their flushes. I know they're gonna get the res. So my priority is to get a better position so I can fight them in a 1v3 or 1v4. And in this case 1v3. I already killed one guy. So I make it to the high ground, right? Now I'm able to, they're still resing in the blue. Like they're in a very bad position here. So see how it all flipped? And now I'm gatekeeping them. But yeah, anyway, those are the scenarios that I wanted to go over in this video. It's a little long, but let me know what you guys think. I can make it a series and go over more scenarios in the future. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now we'll see you all in the next one.